I got all of my ingredients in there. This is actually 3-bean chili. And you can see some onion in there also. I minced the onion up. You know, it's better to conceal the onion in my favor anyway. And it's just about ready to rock and roll. Well, here I am with the chili that I just made. It's 3-bean chili. I got kidney beans, pinto beans, and black beans all in there with ground beef and crushed tomatoes, tomato paste, chili powder, taco seasoning, and I have some cheddar cheese and sour cream to go along with it, and it's gonna be mighty tasty. I can already smell it. It's absolutely wonderful, and I am ready to eat it. It's gonna probably last me about 4 days. Look how deep that pan is. I need to wipe my stove off. I accidentally dumped some taco seasoning on my stove, but hey, it's not gonna be clean when you're working with it, if you know what I mean. So, but look at that. That looks absolutely tasty, and it's gonna be. I just wish you were here to help me eat it up. I will see you later. And there is the finished product with my chili. I got sharp cheddar cheese and sour cream on top of it. Good morning here, you two people. What is going on with you all today? So, after my cooking and all that, I decided to eat. And I got a few things to say today. I wanted to talk about scammers first. All right, so all of you probably are familiar, especially on TikTok, where they have these videos. And these AI black women are saying, I like white guys, but I don't know if they like me or not. If you're a white guy, can you please just say yes? And this and that. All right, so I always said some kind of quirky joke in all of them. There are so many gullible guys out here, it ain't even funny. Okay, but I said a lot of joking things, okay? Only because I don't take that kind of stuff serious. But nevertheless, I got answers back from various different women, or at least their photos and videos and things like that are of different races and creeds and things. I happen to know that there are romance scammers out here that are a group of guys and they just make up stories trying to get money, okay? I understand that and I know it very well, okay? So I'm listening, to this one girl. Now, it was another AI girl speaking to me, but not directly. She was like making videos and sending them to me. They were not like pornography videos or nothing like that. It was just her talking to me, supposedly. But they were also AI videos. Anywho, it all boils down to the end part of it, and the girl says, "Can you send me an Apple Card?" An Apple Card. No, I'm not sending you an Apple Card. Well, she had 5 other people listening to that same messaging, because I didn't send her videos and talk and things like this. I just wrote it down in messaging. But there were other people, because it was a quote-unquote group chat, but she was supposedly the only one that was in that chat at that time. But I seen that there were 6 people altogether, so I knew that 5 others were actually in that chatting. They just were silent. But these romance scammers and that, they have become totally terrible. Now, this is just yesterday or the day before. And then you go back to Monday of this week, and somebody also sent me something on TikTok. It was an Asian woman, supposedly. She's got like 4 or 5 different videos on there, and she's saying, I guess, what she thinks I want to hear. But it was making me very uncomfortable because she was repeating the same thing over and over again. Like I'm talking to a computer or a bot. And it even made me feel as such. And I said, well, why do you keep repeating yourself? Anyways, the very last thing, I'm just saying she because I really don't know. I even made that comment back after I said no, but said that, okay, even though I haven't met you, do you think you could support me? Huh? Support you? What are you talking about? Support you? You know? And I really didn't understand her. I didn't. So I said, no, I can't support you. I don't know who you are from Adam's Horse Cat. You actually could be a dude or whatever. And, well, I don't think that I could get involved with somebody like you because you don't want to support me. Okay, I haven't met you. I don't know who you are. I don't want to know who you are. And why am I going to do anything like that when I actually know people that don't beg for support and that I actually would like to do something like that for? And, you know, I really didn't like any of that. I didn't like any of that conversation. So then you go back to last Saturday, which today is Saturday, so a week ago today, somebody sent me a message on my IG and said, do you think you could support me? And I said, no, I can't support you. Why? Why? Because I don't know who you are. And I'm not going to support you. And that person kept irritating me over and over again for about 4 hours till I said, I'm not supporting you, and then I blocked them. But I really come a whole lot of way through all of that. Anyways, it brings me to last night. Last night, I'm chatting on Grace's her chat line, and she's on video, and I'm watching and writing. There are also probably about 45 other guys or whatever, and they're all making comments also. And we were talking about her birthday. All right, so her birthday is March the 10th, which right now is like 13 days from now. Okay, it's going to be 12 days for them in about, I don't know, 4 hours, 5 hours, something like that. So even 12 days, okay? But what happens is I offered to buy a lechon for her, which if some of you don't know what that is, it's a roasted pig, okay? And, you know, she asked me, was I sure? And I said, yeah, I committed to doing that. Why not? I have several ways that I make money, and, you know, I would like to do something like that for her. So she said, it's 21,000 pesos. All right, I don't have a problem with that. I still do not have a problem with that. However, one thing I do not like for people to do is to put me right on the spot. Like I gotta come and lay the money right down on the table at that moment in time. This was like 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning, you know? And, you know, 12 days. We're talking 12 days. I am, however, a man of my word. When it comes to things like that, I've always, I have at least 40 different women that would actually speak on that and say, yes, he has done what he said he was going to do as far as that's concerned. And I also have many Western Union receipts. My whole lifetime of doing that kind of stuff and sending that kind of money. It comes out to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, okay? So I'm not crying over that. But I don't like to be put on the spot. And then all of the people that were chatting with her at that time are all saying this and that and this and that. And they even started questioning her after I left to try to get a money transfer to her PayPal. But, you know, I don't like it when people do that kind of stuff. You put me on a spot, and I don't like that. But one thing I am going to do, I'm still going to send it. You know, it's 12 days away. I got 12 days from now to put that money on her PayPal, whether she gets it or not. I know it doesn't take a whole 2 weeks to prepare a roasted pig. It just doesn't. Might take a couple of days, which is fine, you know, that weekend, because today is Saturday here. So like I said, it's going to be Sunday there in about 4 or 5 hours. And then 2 weeks after that, because her birthday is on a Tuesday, which is March the 10th. And that'll be fine, you know. If she doesn't get it, what can I say? At least I sent that money, as I said I would do. But I just didn't like it when, you know, you put me on the spot like that. I'm not really into that. I don't like that. And all of your little friends and that all saying things and doing this and that. I would rather directly talk with you. I even asked you to give me the details, you know, and you brought it up on the phone and you're ordering it and everything else, you know. Okay, so if you're let down, it's because of you that you're let down, because I didn't say order it right then. I didn't say that. I didn't even have a chance to. because everybody's saying this and that and blah, 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 blah. But I am going to send it, however. So, and of course I will have receipts with it and stuff like that. So if I don't believe she would, but if she did say, well, he never sent it, then, I have the receipts to back it up. So that is what it is, but I just don't like it when people put you on a spot. Like 2 o'clock, what can anybody get done at 2 o'clock in the morning, And it's also the weekend, so there's a lot less things that happen on a weekend. Monday and Tuesday, by Monday of next week or Tuesday, it's already done for me. It's a done deal. I don't have any problems with that and blah, blah, blah. But today, at 2 a.m., yeah, I have lots of problems. And even today, Saturday, the bank is open until noon, 12 o'clock. But by the time I got down there, it would be closed, I'm not making excuses. It's just factual, and it ain't open on Sunday. So I just don't like it when people put you on a spot. Like, okay, so I said it, but you're so excited, but your birthday ain't even here for another 12 days, 13 days. It's still 13 right there, but it will be 12 in a few hours. Okay, I get that. But it's still 12 days. I mean, not 12 days. What am I talking about? It's still at least 16 days. It's 16 days because 2 weeks is 14. So it's 16 days till your birthday, okay? So why are we so this and that? I love it for you, and I love it that you'll be happy when you have it, but to order it right at that moment in time, I did not say to do. Why? Why will you put so much time ahead of it? I'm quite sure that they have orders that have been made, but they don't have so many orders that they're not going to have it out if you inform them next Tuesday. That's 3 days from now. What did he do? And that will actually be 2 weeks until your birthday. So I just didn't get it. Hey, I'm going to do blah, 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 and didn't get a chance to say nothing, and then that happened. So, but then I never really left that site, and I heard some things that were said, and I also read some things, and it really wasn't a nice situation for me. But it's all good. I'm not judging anybody. I just wanted to talk about the scammers, basically. There are so many people out here scamming right now. They want you to buy them an Apple card or some gaming card or send them money, support them, do this, do that. And I wanted to make it clear to you that Grace never did ask me. It was me. I opened my big mouth and offered, okay? And like I said, I would love to see her happy over that situation. So I didn't say anything. She would never come out and ask anybody for any of that. So I'm not putting her in that mix of being a scammer, because she's not. She's the exact opposite, definitely. And I believe she's a beautiful person. I always have believed that. But I just didn't like being put on the spot at that moment in time. Oh, you got to send it right now, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't have to send it right now. But I do know that I have here, but I can't do that as far as here is concerned. I have to turn the clocks ahead 12 hours for their time there. But I have at least 14 days as of right now to send her that money. And I will. That I do not have a problem with at all. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there because I didn't like it that all of that went down like that. And I don't know, after about 15, 20 minutes of being there and listening and watching the messages that were written, it gave me some kind of feeling, but I'm still going to go ahead with what I said because I'm a man of my word. I'm going to do it, but like I said, I'm not, it doesn't mean I have to hang out over there anymore or anything like that. I just want to prove to them and myself that I am a man of my word and do that. So, nevertheless, I want you to know that I love you. I love you right there. Love yourself. Love my Father God. And by all means, love each other, people. Until the next time, love, peace, and soul.